Alright guys, so just a quick disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. This was all bought with my own money. So let me get started. So you bought yourself a BourgeRV portable AC that you were gonna, or you had planned on using while you were camping with your Jakery or whatever power station you may have. Obviously I can't say for all power station that it's not gonna work with your Jakery, but for my case it does not work with my Jakery 1000. It's the version 2 I believe, but obviously I'm running it off my Dabson. It's a 2000L and it's working just fine. So it can work with the power station, but for some reason it doesn't work with the Jakery, even though it has enough, the inverter is powerful enough that should power this, because it only takes at maximum, it says like 400 watts. Right now it's using up 346 watts, but for some reason if you use the AC outlets in there, it trips the inverter and shuts everything off. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that. As you can see, it's working just fine using the Dabson right there. So this power station works with this, but not that for some reason. Obviously this has a little bigger inverter, but 1500 watt inverter should be powerful enough to run that. And I'm gonna show you guys something that you could use to have your Jakery power this without buying an extra power station. Right, so let me go ahead and shut this off and then show you guys that. Alright guys, so we got it unplugged. Jakery is currently at 44%, AC is off. Let's go ahead and turn the inverter on and see what happens. Alright, power's up. Turn it on. As you can see, it shuts right off. This is not giving us any error, so I'm assuming it's something with the protection on the BourgeRV that's not letting it start up. As you can see, it should have enough power to turn it on, but it's not. And I'm assuming it's something to do with the soft start or whatnot, but I'll show you guys something that you could use that will allow you to use this with your Jakery, which is this guy here. So this is called a step down transformer. So it's gonna step down 120 to 110 volt, and it should work since I've used it like that. Alright, so now the step down transformer is now plugged into the Jakery, and then we're gonna plug in the BourgeRV to the 100 volt outlet. Okay, let's turn that on and see what happens. Alright, that's on. Turn it on. Voila, it works just fine with using this guy. And then I have used it like this when I went camping a few weeks ago, and it had no issue running it even at full power. Let's put it on the rocket, which is the highest setting that it uses, and you can see the output is 400 and let's say 450 watts. It's probably going to keep going up, but see, it has no problem running this. I don't know why you gotta get a middleman to have it run. It's so it's stupid. But yeah, if you guys don't want to buy another power station just so you could use this, if you don't have AC outlet in your campsite and you want to use your Jakery or whatever power station that you have that's not able to power it on, you could just buy one of these. I've used it for I think 8 hours without it heating up too bad. The only thing I don't like is, at least with this specific model, is this is really easy to come out. Doesn't have much retention in there, so if you have this outstretched to the limits of the length of your cord, this could easily come out if this was pulled if this part was spooled, and then it'll obviously shut everything down. But as you can see, it has no issue running that, using that on the Jakery. As you can see, it's plugged in there. It's not plugged into the AC, and we're using 466 watts. So yeah, so either you buy this if you don't want to buy a Dabson. I'm sure there's other power stations out there that that is able to power this without any issue. Dabson obviously is one of them. So yeah, so either get another power station that's gonna be able to power your BourgeRV, or you get, like I said, a step down transformer. Yeah, just make sure that it can step down to 100 volts or 110 volt. This certain model actually is a step down or step up transformer. So yeah, hope you guys found that helpful for the next summer camping trips that you do. Or actually, I actually use this as a heater during the night. So I pointed this outside my tent, and then I had the exhaust blowing in, and that actually really helped heat things up inside the tent. I do recommend using this on an insulated tent, or a tent that has all the mesh covered, because this did not cool the tent down when the sun was beating hard on it, because I had too much mesh openings that it was just escaping, so it wasn't really doing anything. But once the sun went down, this cooled the tent down rapidly. So yeah, for the price, and if you have the right tent set up or whatnot, it does work. I like it. It's not too heavy. I mean, it's pretty compact in my opinion. It's light for what it is. The only thing that I don't like is how my Jakery couldn't power it. So I'm probably gonna end up selling that and keeping my Dabson, and then I'm probably get a smaller Jakery to power my 12 volt fridges if I'm just gonna be driving around town where I need my 12 volt fridge. I don't need a big power station to run it for a few hours, whatnot. Alright guys, like I said, hopefully you guys found that helpful. If you have any questions, leave a comment down in the comment section. Alright guys, see you guys. Peace.